by Maserati. Ooh, it must be a go fast car, high end. Oh, Maserati symbol, but it's a Chrysler. So the air conditioning on this vehicle, Maserati, so it's been retrofitted before. I came across this and I knew it was going to have problems before opening the hood, and somebody did this, so I figured there would be more problems caused by the problems who tried to fix it. This is the second new compressor on there, right? Second new compressor, so we know where we're going with this story. They did not change the receiver dryer. They did change the condenser. They changed the expansion valve. They changed the evaporator, but they did not change the hoses. These are the original hoses. And this is a hose with a muffler on it. So we know all the metal particle gets ejected from the compressor, goes into the muffler. Some of the metal particles get stuck in the muffler. You can't flush them through or clean them. Then the rest of the metal particles litter and go into the condenser. But at least this style condenser with the large 3/8 tubes you can flush out. But then they get stuck into the receiver dryer.
Why is the return line smaller than the high pressure line? That's weird on this one. Look at the high pressure line is bigger than the fucking return line.
Yeah, they almost look like they're the same. I think there's a slight size difference. We almost can't catch it with our eyes, but it is. The suction line is a hair bigger, if not, you're right, just about the same size. We almost can't see it, which is odd. But they do that. And but we all know these hoses leak, and they're notorious, and they didn't change them. And so I'm just gonna charge it up. I recovered it, and what did I recover? I covered like 9 ounces out of it, and so it was low, but I'm just charging it up to get it working, and we're gonna make a list of things to replace. He's gonna come back, so he'll have air, and I suspect because several compressors were stuck on here and they didn't do an oil balance, there's probably just a ton of oil inside the system, which I'm looking at right here. This is what I noticed when I did to recover it. I got a full thing of oil right there. You can see all that oil down there in the sight glass, which is a good indicator that there's a lot of oil in the system.
How do you get the oil out of the system? You don't?
Very difficultly. Well, since you'll be doing the hoses.
Change the condenser?
No, most of the oil is in the compressor. The correct way is for removing the
how do you know
and pour it out.
How much you...
It's an oil balance thing. I'll show you that.
Okay.
And what Larry's going to do, because Larry is the technician who's going to work on here, Larry's going to try to research and see if online, or maybe don't know if you want to research it, because I haven't done it.
Too late now. I have a brand new one in there, but it's now it's
okay.
backing down. We should have taken that.
This is original, made for R12. So the pressure was adjusted for the PT chart for R12 to get a certain temperature by a certain pressure. We will change this with a adjustable one that I could dial in to the correct pressure to run off of 134. No, we're not taking it off. We're not doing nothing to it right now. We're just giving him air so he could go away, get parts, come back, and then do it.
I got parts right in the garage right there.
More parts than you have. You don't have the receiver dryer. And the hoses. The hoses have to be removed. You don't have the hoses. Yes, the hoses are getting changed.
No, we're not changing the hoses.
And all right, so let's get it going. I'm in vacuum right now. It's just doing a vacuum decay test, seeing where it holds, which vacuum means nothing for a leak test.